We're back at Disneyland.
Leave today and enter the world of Randomland.
Disneyland really gives Ringling Brothers a run for their money as the greatest show on earth. I mean, we take this place for granted now, but remember that when Walt Disney set out to build Disneyland, nothing like it had ever been done before. In fact, the idea was so unique, Walt had a hard time raising the money to build this place at all. With such a huge dream and such a tiny budget, it's no surprise that Walt turned to the talented artists and craftsmen that he had right there at Walt Disney Studios to make his dream a reality. Now, as talented as Walt's team was, they had no idea how to build a theme park the right way, but they did know how to put on a show, and that's exactly what they did. Employees here are called cast members, and instead of uniforms, they're wearing costumes. And none of us are visitors or customers here. We're always referred to as and treated like guests. All the guest areas out here are referred to as on stage. And all the off-limits areas are backstage. But it doesn't just end with the lingo. I mean, it's no coincidence that all the walkways at the entrance to Disneyland are red.
Wow, I made it on the red carpet.
Going through these tunnels is almost like entering a theater. And those attraction posters are kind of like the previews before a movie. And if Disneyland is a movie, then Main Street USA is the opening credits. Actually, Main Street quite literally has the credits. Above all the shops and attractions here are the famous Main Street windows. The businesses on the windows might be fictional, but the names are those of the men and women who designed, built, and shaped the happiest place on earth.
I know I'll never get a window. Hey, but maybe I can get my own fire hydrant.
Now, the windows really started as set decoration and, you know, inside jokes. But these days, having your own window at Disneyland is considered the highest honor. Designers, Imagineers, even the songwriters' names are enshrined here. But wait a minute, where's Walt Disney's window?
No window?
Many people glancing up at this window above Main Street assume Elias Disney is some kind of sneaky secret reference to Walt. That window actually refers to Walt's dad, Elias Disney, and he really was a contractor. So it's a Disney's window, but not Walt's. And I know what you're thinking, Walt Disney's name is on the whole place, so of course he doesn't have a window dedicated to him. But he does have his very own dedicated window. It's just not on Main Street. Come on, I'll show you what I mean. Way back in 1993, Mickey Mouse and his cartoon cohorts opened up their town to all of us guests. It was and still is fantastic. We finally got to see where all our cartoon friends live and work. The downtown Toontown windows are a wink and a nod to the Main Street windows, but they feature classic Disneyland cartoon characters in the place of real people.
Jiminy Cricket!
But the window we're looking for isn't for a cartoon at all. And the only human being who got a window in Toontown? Walt Disney. They loved him. It may not be Main Street USA, but it looks like Walt Disney got his own window after all.
It's a miracle they spelled his name right with a school like that.
Hey, I know, you're such a trickster.
Well, I guess that's all. But wait! I'm sure there are plenty of Disney nerds out there like myself who are thinking, wait, there is a window on Main Street with Walt's name on it. What are you guys talking about? Have you gone mad? In 2005, a new window appeared on Main Street. Now, even though his name is on the door, this window isn't actually dedicated to Walt Disney. Instead, it's dedicated to 50 years of amazing cast members. After all, in the words of Walt, it takes people to make the dream a reality. And of course, you can't quote someone without adding their name. Now, just because one of those windows with the names written on it isn't dedicated to Walt Disney doesn't mean that there isn't an amazing tribute to him right here off of Main Street. Walt Disney's personal apartment in Disneyland was located just above the firehouse. That area was his patio. If you look close, there's always a lamp burning in this window day and night. Now, back in Walt's day when he was here, they would leave that light on up there to let all the employees know that Walt was in the park and the boss was keeping an eye on things. Tragically, the world lost Walt Disney in 1966, but ever since that time, the lamp has remained lit to remind everyone that Walt's spirit still inhabits his magic kingdom. We didn't find an official Main Street window for Walt Disney after all. But even though he didn't live to see them all, I think all the decades of smiling faces is the greatest tribute anyone could have paid him. I guess that's it. Thank you for joining me on the quest to find Walt's window.
Don Draper?
Well, I hope you guys had fun. Make sure to subscribe for some more zany adventures. Check out our website, Livefastdiepoor.com, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!
Mickey Mouse? Oh no, someone left this cute baby all alone. Huh? Wait a minute.
Gosh. I've been looking up so much now, I'm starting to get window pains. I apologize, that's a bad joke.
A grapefruit.
Brad Pitt?